Hello, you guys. Freeze frame. Hello, you guys. If you are on the replay, welcome to my page. My name is Amber. Typically, the first part of this video no one sees unless you're on the replay. So I like to do a little introduction to say hello, welcome to my page. How are you? It's still super echoey in this house. Not only that, but I have a really loud projecting voice. It's just, I was born this way. Like, I don't know how to be silent or quiet or like whispery. I just was not made that way. But hello, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I was watching a new, it's not new, actually. I just found it on Netflix. I was watching a new series called New Amsterdam, I believe it is. And it's like a hospital show. It kind of reminds me of like ER and Grey's Anatomy. And then you kind of like, because I feel like some of the scenes, I feel like it's like Grey's, but then I feel like it's like really dated hospital decorations that throw me back to like the ER days. But it's been a really good series. And then it just occurred to me tonight that the doctor, like the main doctor guy, is from the Blacklist. You guys, I was like, what? Why does he seem so familiar? And that is where I recognize him from, is from the Blacklist. Hello, Pat. What's up, Patsy Hensley? How's it going? Hey, Carol. What's up, Val? All right, so we're going to do this craft kit tonight. And I'm going to tell you right now that there's going to be one of two ways you can display this sucker. And I am going to put it on a wreath because I'm going to put it on my laundry room door. Okay. What's up, Lynn Parker? How's it going? You loved ER. I did too. I watched all of them. I watched all of Friends. It was around the same time. It was like, you know how it was back in the day, y'all. It was like Friends and ER and what was the other one? Like, wasn't it Wings or something? The airport show. Pretty sure it was Wings or something. Watch Kindred on Hulu. Lynn, I never go to Hulu. I always felt like Hulu always has like the old like network shows. Watching Steel Magnolias on YouTube Free Movies. Mary, I don't know if you're talking about the Steel Magnolias movie with like all the amazing people in it. I love that show. But I heard that there was also like a series called Steel Magnolias. So I think there's like a couple different things. So let me show you what we're going to do tonight. Wings, Ollie, I'm pretty sure it was Wings. You love Chicago Hope too? Never saw that. Must see Thursday night, right, Dawn? Absolutely. All right, let me show you what we're doing. Many of you probably saw this in the shop. And you probably fell in love with it as much as I did. Now, this is not a design that I created. This is someone else's design, and I absolutely love her mind. And I love her creativity. I just absolutely adore her. And her name is Shauna. And this is the Love Lives Here. Y'all, the house is super stinking cute. I want to do this... I want to figure out another way that we can do this house because I think it would be super cute to do it where it stands. I might turn this into a standing house. I don't know for sure, but I really love this. And I'm going to put this on a wreath. Let me show you the one I've got. And I'm going to attach it, probably not tonight because I don't have the things to attach it to the wreath with me. Well, maybe I can. We'll see. What's up, Mary? So I have this wreath here. It's not super large. It's probably maybe 14 inches. Maybe all the way across. It's like 18. I don't really know, but it's this big. It's really cute. And I'm going to put this in the middle of it like it's a plantation. I love this so much, you guys. So this is my wreath. I think I got this at Home Goods or TJ Maxx. And I have two of them. And the reason why I'm going to attach it so I can take it off is because I actually have two of these. I actually have two of these that match that I was going to put on my front door, but I'm thinking I'm going to do something a little bit different. That 70s show is coming back, but it's the 90s kids. Can't wait. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Did not know that. I tried to watch the 70s show. I just felt like it was so cheesy. I'm just being honest. I felt like it was kind of cheesy. I know we're late tonight. I know we're late crafting, but like I said, I got wrapped up in that stinking show and I just could not get away from it. So this is in the Valentine's craft kit category, but it is not, does not have to be Valentine's at all. In fact, I think that the phrase love lives here is just, you know, it's kind of like a staple statement. And you can actually take this kit. It comes like this, has this little outline cut. This is really delicate. So if something happens in transit where I'm more concerned like with the little lights that drop down or maybe one of these cracking, let us know if something happens, or maybe this little chimney, and we will take care of it. We will, we'll definitely take care of it. We're trying to do better at getting these to ship out a little bit more secure. But as we all know, I feel like the post office basically drives over our packages. I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying I feel like they do sometimes. You get a little wreath that goes on it. And you get these little potted trees. They're super duper cute. A little heart, if you want to utilize the little heart. It's a little heart. And then you have the words love, okay, lives, and then the word here. Love lives here, and then you've got this square if you wanted to do like a window in like the peak, like the little house. Well, thank you. I think it's really cute. I think it's adorable. Love this house. Heather Cole, girl, you look so, I sent you an email response. I was doing my emails while I was also watching television. I don't know how I multitask like that, but I was trying to. But I saw your photos and you look absolutely gorgeous, and I just wanted you to know that I saw that. So you could put this little window like up here if you want to and make it like a window above. And then you can put your little wreath over that. I'm trying to do it while I hold it. It's completely optional. And then you could put, or you could, you know, do a little whatever. But anywho, this is what we're working on tonight. So we're going to start sanding this. Your email made my day, night. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I try to do, like, Michelle helps me a lot with our emails. Like today she sent out an email. We're trying to categorize our email list by like, we normally just send a newsletter to everybody. Everyone gets the same emails. She always sends out like weekly DIY reminders of like, here's what you can do with Jenga blocks. Here's what you can do with, you know, some leftover fabric. She always does such a good job of like sending out emails to like inspire you creatively and things like that. And then we also send out like our emails that have like our sales and promotions. And we just usually just send everyone the same emails. So we're really trying to narrow it down to like who wants to get what and all the things. But I don't know. So she tries to send out all the emails and she tries to do a really good job about that. And then I try to respond. 2 nights in a row. Victoria, yeah, our Christmas break is over. Our New Year's break is over. So we are back to crafting. We are back to doing all the things. I've just got to get back in the routine of stuff. I still have a really busy schedule. I still have a lot of meetings going on right now. And it's a little overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. But we will overcome the overwhelm. One day at a time, right? One stinking day at a time. But I had a meeting yesterday about a building. I have an appointment to go to on Friday. I have to go to Statesboro. I'm gonna start sanding all of these. I'm not gonna put my wax paper down because I'm gonna wipe this all up. But I have quartz countertops, and so far so good. I've not really had any issues. I probably should have like a crafter mat, which I don't have here. But I'm gonna get me a crafter mat to go at my kitchen counter so we can kind of do a better job of like being more responsible and all. Hello, Sharon. I'm doing good. I am doing so good. So, anyways, we've been really busy, and hopefully by the end of this month, we will be moved. Y'all, it's been a lot, but we are back to work. We've been back to work. We've just got a lot of stuff going on, and you know, some stuff that's really frustrating, some stuff that's good and exciting, and life throws us curveballs, right? Unfortunately, but we are fighters, right? We're fighters. So I'm just sanding. This is the background. You're going to see this through the house outline. This goes over this, so you're going to get a piece that looks like this. If you don't want the holes, you can always like fill them in with some wood filler or something. I'm going to probably just leave them. Are you still crafting at your old house building? We are, but we're not. It's occasional at this point. I'm trying to like not share too much information until we get like all the details, because I don't like to go back and have to correct things and say, oh, that's not what happened. Or so I just like to say things like, hey, we're in the middle of moving, transitioning, and I don't really, you know, we moved, and then I feel like, y'all, I got really spoiled to being able to walk out in the backyard, and I know it's not very far to drive like 11 minutes to the workhouse, but I really don't like the fact that, and this is for my own like comfortability, is I'm there by myself now instead of, you know, like people are living there, and I could be live, I could be there, someone, you know, I'm not saying people aren't crazy and all, but people are crazy. I don't like that people now know that I'm there by myself. So it just makes me uncomfortable. And I know that it's a neighborhood. We don't live in a high crime area whatsoever, but it just makes me uncomfortable. And then I really don't like that I have to drive there, do the things, drive back. And it's a whole 30 minutes of my day almost just in commuting. What's up, dear sister Angela? How's it going? Girl, look what we're making. I was gonna wait for you to craft this, but I didn't. Look at what we're making. We're making this, and it's gonna be so stinking cute. So, I don't really like that, the commute. I don't like that I'm there by myself. And I'd rather just be able to go into the little laundry room there, get out my little buckets. I've got some buckets here of stuff, and craft here temporarily until we figure things out. So I just like to share the good, the bad, the ugly. And our transition, our moving, our struggles. You know, I always say that like you can always change your mind. And I said I would never craft here. I said I would keep it separate. But then I had to like decide what was best for me. And this is it. This is it. So I'm not saying we won't craft there. I'm just saying right now we're not crafting there. But we do, like I did the Creative Haven on Monday, which our project turned out super duper cute. And like all my stuff is still there. But we are going to be transitioning, and then I've got to figure out like what we're going to be doing about a craft studio and like filming and doing all kinds of stuff like that. So we're just doing the best we can. Y'all, but I got this huge kitchen island. Why not utilize it? You don't like it when I go to their house for my safety? Well, listen, I'm going to tell you, we've been in that house for, this will be, if in June will be 9 years. We bought that house 9 years ago. And I'm going to be real honest with you. We've never had any crime issues. We've never had any concerns. We've never had anything. Now, have we fought in the front yard? 100%. Have we yelled in the backyard? Absolutely. Have we had our own family drama there? Yes, ma'am. But it's just normal kind of things, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being transparent, just telling you. I've yelled at my kid at this, get on the school bus. We've had umpteen million teenagers there. We've had our kids out in the front yard crying. It's a really safe neighborhood. It's just, you just never know when you are online and people can see you in real time. They know your actual location. They know exactly what's going on. And you just don't know how crazy people are. Yeah, family, hello. There's a couple of times that I threatened to get on the school bus in my robe. Hayden would have a meltdown at the bus stop. Anyways, we've had kids were busted doing stuff. It's just been 9 years, okay? So it's a safe neighborhood. We've raised our kids there, for the past 9 years. And it's just gonna be really weird when we sell the house because we were there for so long. But the house is not for the business, it was temporary. So we have to start transitioning it. We've got to start doing all the things that we need to do. I'm just sanding all the parts and I'm trying to be really delicate while we chit chat. We have to start getting the house ready to sell because I really want to have it on the market here pretty soon, probably in the next 3 or 4 months. And we shall see. We shall see. But we've got some stuff to do. We've got to repaint. We've got to make it more neutral, for buyers. And we've got a couple, we have not a couple, all of the bedrooms have no carpet. They're literally concrete floors right now because we are working temporarily there. And so there's no carpet in the bedrooms. We've got some repairs that have to be done to the kitchen cabinets from where sweet little Avery, she opened our cabinet door and overextended it, and so it snapped and buckled it. So we're probably gonna have to have a new cabinet door made for at least 2 cabinets. And we just probably need to resurface our garage floor because there's paint and stain everywhere. We've got to figure out what we're doing with the building in the back. There's just a lot of stuff on our to-do list. And it's just, that cumbersome stuff that you're just ugh, I'm avoiding it. I really don't want to deal with it. So out of sight, out of mind. And that's kind of been my thought is, well, we don't have to worry about it right now because we are working here. But y'all, we cannot continue to stay there. Number one, we've outgrown it. Number two, it's a neighborhood. Y'all, it's temporary. So we've been looking for a building and I'm really excited. We have 2 situations happening. Number one, a temporary move. Number 2, a more permanent move for 5 years. And we're hoping that we can go to the more permanent location. If not, we're going to a temporary location. And then we're going to probably end up having to move to Pooler, which is not what I want to do. I don't really want to move to Pooler. I really want to keep my business in the county that I live in, but it is what it is. So that is all sanded up, you guys. Look at that. Super cute. It's dusted up. Double mortgage is rough. It is. Well, right now the business pays for everything at the other house. It pays all the utilities there. We pay our personal home expenses out of, our personal bank account, our household account, but the business takes care of the other location. And we just want to sell the house, number one, because we need to put that equity in the house that we're currently in. And that was always our goal, is to buy down this mortgage, y'all, because our mortgage is really high here. Because we only put down my gosh, we put down, well, we use our land as collateral. And then we put down a good chunk of change, but we really wanted to put down the money from the sale of our other house, but we can always re-amortize it. What's the sander I'm using? It is called a Gator Zip sander. It's really, really cute and fun. Now, I do have this one that I just ordered, and I've not used this one before, and I got this one on Amazon. Let me show it to you. I don't know that I'll use, hello, Suzanne. I don't know that I'll use a little, this one. It's very similar. It's very similar. Just a little bit of a difference in size. I like the ergonomics of this one, but then this one's really nice too because it kind of fits in the palm of your hand too. But I've had this one for so long. And then you get all these little things, and they're Velcro, so they fit on, they're like compatible with this one. So these will go on this too. So I get them because you can get the little replacement sander thing and the little pieces for like 12 bucks. And this is just called a sanding block. And I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. You'll have to probably reverse your image if you screenshot this so that you can look it up on Amazon. But that's it. Let me go ahead and sand all the rest of these little parts so that we can start this project. And like I said, I'll probably attach that with pipe cleaners. Yeah, I can't even talk right now. Thank you for educating us on all the things regarding homes and the business. You've learned so much. Well, listen, I know a lot of you guys it doesn't pertain to, and some of y'all are just like, this is not really entertaining to me or interesting. But there are a lot of people who watch and they have questions, or they think they might want to do something, or they know somebody who might want to do something kind of business related, or they just don't know how it works in general, and sometimes it's just fun to talk about. But people get to see the struggles that we don't all have it together. Let's just be real. I don't want anyone to just think that everything is just like always perfect and roses here, because it is certainly not. We have a lot of struggles right now. We have a lot of stuff going on that I haven't even remotely even touched on. But it's been extremely stressful. There's a lot of things going on in the background. And, you know, sometimes we just go through the peaks of our life, and then sometimes we go through the valleys. And it is what it is. Like, what can we do but just keep going? You know what I'm saying? But I was watching Gary Vee right before I came on here. His video came up on my feed. And he talked about how not everything you do is for everyone, but it's for someone. And I've said that before. But he talked about being authentic, being true, being genuine, and being honest, being open, being transparent with people, and letting the information fall where it may, because you just never know who needs to hear the things. And people who might encounter my page may not encounter someone else's, and they may never hear these things. And so you put it out there for the universe to distribute it to where it needs to go, or for God to just have people find their way to the right location for the right answers. And so I'm sitting here sanding stuff at my kitchen island, and I feel like I like to have little conversations. You know, people always tell me that I talk too much, and that I should just stop talking so much and just get on with the crafting. I mean, I'm sanding. What else do you do? Like sit here and hum? I don't really know. But one of the things that I believe in is encouraging other people in your peaks and your valleys. So I don't want to just sit here and always be like, oh, I'm winning at life, so I need to be winning like in life. I feel like we're winning even when we are going through stuff, because what happens is what comes out on the other side of that. And people need to see people going through stuff And I don't mean that in like a way that it's like, oh, we need to see people suffer. I'm saying we need to see the reality of not everything in our lives is always perfect or happy, but it doesn't mean that we can't still find joy in those things or learn from them. And what does it look like to, you know, what does it look like to do all of this? So yesterday when Dylan and I went to this undisclosed location, y'all, it's not really a secret, but I just don't want to share too much information right now. Like I said, I don't want to have to do like all these corrections and stuff like that. But you put information out there and sometimes it lives forever, which y'all probably know that. And I said to Dylan, I said, it's so weird to go in this person has a 40,000 square foot warehouse. And he let us go through it. He let us tour it. He showed us how he has it set up. Like, I got to go through this huge building and just to see, you know, that this person has a similar story to mine, that they came from, you know, just being the assembly line worker and being like a fabricator to now has this gorgeous facility, and it's absolutely stunning, brand new. I absolutely adore it. It's not my line of work whatsoever. It's not anything like what we do, but they are fabricators and manufacturers. And that's a lot of what we've become here. Let's just be real. My business last year changed over to where we do a lot of manufacturing now and production work, where we manufacture and distribute our own products. And so that's how these craft kits come about. We manufacture these. We make them in a dining room, you know? And so sharing those things, like we're crafting this, you know, on a laser machine in a dining room, most people cannot, that sounds really overwhelming. That's like, I could never do that. I'm not willing to do that. And then some people like me are just like, oh, I'll do it temporarily. I'll live in chaos temporarily so that I can chase my dreams. And so it was just really weird to go through this guy's building and see, like, he's got these huge machines that, like, they are like CNC machines that cut metal, and they're huge. They're like humongous, and they're so cool. And then he's got like these other little machines that are I know y'all probably follow Christy's Craft Room. She's got this really cool metal machine. Well, that's what he has. He has that too. And he has like 6 or 7 of those machines in a little area. It's like a designated area. And they make parts. And so I was just like, this is so cool. Then he's got like a lumber rack and then like a metal rack where it looks kind of like a mini aisle at Lowe's, where it's got the little arms with all the little like pallets of lumber. And it's like the receiving of materials, and it's got like the bay where it has like the cutters and the hydraulic presses and all this other stuff. It's just so cool to see. And then to know that he came from like just being like a fabricator on an assembly line to where he is now is with him and his partner is really cool. And then going and seeing like how it was situated, how it was perfectly curated to create a flow of products. It was just so fun and inspiring. And he has this area that he's willing to lease to us temporarily until we have no choices but to grow, y'all. We've outgrown our house. And so we have to go somewhere. So we're looking at temporary solutions to, you know, then go to some place more long-term. And so we went there to look and see all the things. And I just felt I'm just being honest. I felt so small and so don't have my crap together. Because when you walk into a facility like that, where it's so polished and so professional, and it's like Everything's shadow box. Everything's got his little taped off area, and everything's just so like where it should be. And then I'm like looking at Dylan and I was like, I feel like we just don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. I'm here going through this building, trying, wanting to lease this 5,000 square feet. And all the while we're going back to the workhouse, to the dining room. And it's just a reminder of where you have to come from. It makes you feel like you don't belong. It makes you feel like you're not where you're at. But you have all these dreams and all these ideas and all this vision, and then you think people don't take you serious. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a real thing, and that is self-sabotage. I will sabotage myself for days, for months, for years, that this is not good enough. I'm not where I should be. And it's because so many people don't take us in the small beginnings serious. They don't take us serious until we're winning. And that is a lot of the reason why people are like turned off, because they don't ever feel like anyone's going to take their idea or their concept serious. And I'm telling you right now, I've been running a business for like 9 years. And it has changed a lot, okay? My business has changed a lot. I have gone through multiple business concepts, okay? And all of them have been creative businesses. And at some point in time, each one of those stepping stones where you think this is what I'm going to do forever, y'all, I never thought in a million years I would paint furniture forever. 100% did not think that. But I knew that it was the stepping stone to the next thing, because it was part of, I knew I always wanted a creative business. I just did not know exactly what I wanted. And I hope that that makes sense to you guys, to tell you the truth, that I've had really successful businesses. But at the end of the day, it was also about finding my core passion and all the things. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that you have to have it all together. What you crafting? Cute stuff. We're making cute stuff. Right now I'm going to clean up my countertop because, I done sanded all this stuff over here. So anyways, I really, really, really want, hold on, let me get a paper towel. I really, really, really want you guys to know that you can do anything. You can do anything, and don't let anybody limit your dreams, your goals. And this is not just business-wise. If you want to run a marathon, run the marathon. You got to train for it though. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. This is not just a pep talk for like business. It's like a pep talk for life. And I just believe that. I just wholeheartedly believe that you've got to start somewhere. And along that journey, you gain information. You are gaining information that's going to help your future self. So it was just really, really, it's like really weird, but not to go in there and just be like, this is what I want. This is my vision. Except I can envision not just 40,000 square feet, but like 100,000 square feet. Like, I think that I want every household, this is so dream big. I want to inspire the world. I want at least every household at one point in time to have a craft kit from my shop come through their home. I don't know how that would ever happen because, I'm just dream big like that. But wouldn't that be awesome? And in order to make those things happen, you have to like dream really big, and you've got to start small, and you have to like go through the trenches and the peaks and the valleys and the good and the bad. And so I don't think it's far-fetched. I just think that I have a lot of work to do and that's okay. I have a lot of work to do. So here we are, we're crafting. Go big or go home, 100%, absolutely. So y'all, this is super cute. Super duper cute. And we're going to put this on this wreath. Like I told you guys, our dog is getting her nails cut Friday. She has an appointment to get a bath and her nails cut and all the things. So isn't this adorable? I know that it's completely covering up the center of the wreath, but I just think it's really fun. I'm going to put a bow up here and it's going to be really cute. I might put it on the side. I don't know. I don't want to cover up the chimney, but this is really, really adorable. And it's going to say love lives here. And we're going to make it really cute. So I want this to match my house. So my house is black and white and it has like brick accents. It's got stained wood features. So we're going to make this, not that it matches my house, but I thought how cute would that be to do this. And if you bought this craft kit to display maybe on your front door, outside, or even within your house, because you don't have to put this on a front door, you don't have to put it on a wreath, you can display it anywhere really. You could even frame it, put it in a frame and like hang it on the wall. That'd be really cute too. Do like a beaded frame. All kinds of ideas. So you can customize this to be like your house. Hello everybody, cute, right? What is up? Hello you guys, just bought some stencils. Oh, from the Maker Studio. What's up, Damon? How's it going? That stinking beaded wreath he made last night. Oh, was it last night or the night before? I don't remember, but holy cow. A key holder. Yes, Deb. That would be so stinking cute. So anyways, it's 2 parts. And then it's got the little pieces that go with it. Love the house. Me too. It's got the little pieces that go. So we're going to do this adorable. Oh, and here's my ribbon. My ribbon idea. Because, you know, my whole house is like black and white and all the things. And then here's the beads if you wanted to hang it with beads. I'm giving you guys ideas. Okay. So the inside of this is going to be, my house is white. I'm going to do my house white. Then I have the roof. We've got some wood accents and things like that. The beaded wreath was gorgeous. 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 Tammy, there's a link in the description of this video to go to shop for these. But if you go to shopthemakersmap.com, you can go shop the craft kit. I'm looking for, here we go. Sorry, I had to find my plate. Hey, you guys, what's up? The house is cute. Thank you, Pamela. All right, so we're gonna stain this and we're gonna give it a really cool foundation so that we can distress it. Not that my house is distressed yet, but it's a little bit working on it. It's a little bit distressed. We're going to start with, I love that color of, I actually am a fan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan. I gotta find it. Y'all, I've got my brushes in a red Solo cup. It's okay. It is raw umber. I love this. My puppy is so cute. She's actually an old dog. Her name is Dixie. Annette, she's doing the house you loved. Yes! Here it is. Another request for you guys to craft this one. So Dixie she's a Chihuahua who is a little special. We say that she's special. Actually, I think she's really special because I just don't think that she's all there. I don't think she's all there. I don't think she realizes that she's a dog, first of all. At all. I don't think she knows she's a dog. But she's a really good dog. Had to choose between the house and the interchangeable fence. You took the fence. Deb, that's okay. That is okay. So this one time, Dylan, are you busy? You are busy? I was going to ask you a question. Do you remember the Dixie story? You're not telling the Dixie story?
I'm not coming to tell that story.
Do you remember what you were doing?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was smoking a cigarette.
Oh, he was smoking. They were talking about the puppy because she walks by, like, she's actually a really old, like, she's a grown dog. And somebody says, oh, I love the Dixie stories. And it instantly made me think of the Dixie story with you. So when Dylan was a teenager, oh my gosh, you guys, Dylan was a teenager. We used to leave him. Okay, first of all, we would leave the kids home. Obviously, he was like maybe 16 or something. And we would leave the kids home and we would come home from, you know, being out and about what we were doing. And we came home and making sure that this is going to go on here the right way. I'm pretty sure that's the way that it goes. Yeah. We came home, we walk in the house and it's like, we're still in. And it was so weird because Dylan was like he was there by himself. And I'm like, where's Dylan? It's so odd. And so, we come inside and we're like, where's Dylan? Where's Dylan? Where's Dylan? And so Dylan is out in the back smoking. And I was like, what in the world? I was like, what are you doing out here? And he goes, I'm out here looking for Dixie. Dixie, where are you, Dixie? I was like, she's inside. You're not out here looking for Dixie. You are busted. He's like, no, I was out here looking for the dog. I couldn't find her. And I was like, that is absolutely not even true. And he was like, I'm telling you, I was out here looking for the dog. I was like, So every now and then, when we like to pick on Dylan, we'll randomly say, hey, Dixie, where are you? I'm out here looking for Dixie. Y'all got stories. Y'all, we have a normal household just like everyone else. Contrary to what most people will say about their own families, is we had normal teenage boys. And he was out there looking for Dixie. Okay? That's why he's like, I'm not coming to tell that story. Because he was busted. He was busted. And most families can relate to teenage boys. This one time, oh my gosh, you guys, this one time, let me tell you, I think they were probably, oh gosh, probably 18. My goodness, probably 18 and almost 20, I think. Oh gosh, them boys, they went through a phase, y'all. They went through a phase. Let's see, you can relate totally. You raised 2 boys, you could write a book. Diane, facts. Me too. I have 3 boys. Y'all, it's just really interesting. Having sons, and then you've got, you know, I don't have daughters. I have, you know, obviously I have a daughter-in-law. But have, you know, sons. And they were not really bad kids. We really didn't have a lot of issues. Most of the time, all the friends hung out at our house, and they were just kind of told the house rules. If you follow the house rules, I don't care how late you stay up. I don't really care. You know, you guys can stay up all night long. You can play video games the whole entire weekend if you want to. You guys can go out for a walk. You can like do what, pretty much I was the mom who was like, here are the rules. I raised you with good morals and values. So if you follow the rules, there's not a lot of restrictions to life. Like, we want you to live life and have fun. Like, I don't want it to be like, it's 9:30, it's bedtime. Like, that's ridiculous. Oh, so sorry, it's a weekend, you can't have your friends over. No, our house was always open. We would constantly have, like, sometimes we'd have 15 teenage boys all piled up in a room at our house, and we enjoyed it. We would rather have the kids at our house. That way we kind of knew what was going on, but they all knew. And very, very rarely did they ever, like, get into trouble. I'm just going to go over this frame with the same color. And they very rarely got in trouble. Now, I'm not saying they didn't get in trouble, because clearly Dylan was out there looking for Dixie. Was out there looking for Dixie. She wasn't out there. She wasn't out there. I was like, no, sir. No, sir. That is not true. But anyways, y'all, we tried to be kind of, I don't want to say like fun parents, but we just did not, I don't know, we just didn't have a whole lot of like impossible rules. They knew that they couldn't have girls stay over. They knew that, you know, they couldn't drive after a certain time at night because obviously we had like curfews and stuff like that. Don't do drugs, don't drink, don't do all the things. And y'all, the most they ever did was stay up for like days on end playing like Minecraft or something. I don't know. But they're good kids. They were good kids. I can't really complain too much, with the exception of Dixie. Now you know. Now you know the inside scoop. Good old Dixie. Poor dog. She's blamed for everything. No, she's been around. We've got her. We actually got her for Caden, and we thought that he would have this really extreme interest in like having like a pet. Sound like we have all the same rules. Facts. Yeah. Agreed. Like I didn't want them to fight with each other. Like, please don't physically fight with each other. That's not saying that didn't happen. Them boys sometimes would throw down with each other, and they're like best friends. Like they just are right up each other's rear ends all the time. But, you know, just sometimes stuff happens in life. But, anyways, we got her for Caden thinking, oh, he's just going to love this dog. And he never really wanted the dog.
Don't say that. I'm sure she can hear you.
Oh, the dog?
That's like super mean.
That's not mean.
I think she secretly knows.
You're blessed with good girls. Well, that's good. That's good. What you doing? Getting something? Getting tea? For your brother?
I'm such a good brother.
Aww.
I'm so awesome.
Are you award winner?
I sure hope so.
Are you gonna get a trophy? You are did you spill tea last night?
Oh, last night? No.
I cleaned up tea on the floor.
Well, there wasn't tea on the floor because I didn't drink tea last night.
It was, I think maybe someone dropped it. I don't know. Maybe it was a bottle, bumped it. I don't know. But
sucks for them.
Right? I cleaned it up.
Oh my goodness.
That would be me.
Wow.
Unfortunate. Anyways. Dixie is, she's gotten her own little like digestive issues and skin issues, I don't know, the past 2 years. And now she's on medication for it. So I went ahead and stained the whole thing. We're going to do accents of like black and stuff with the brown. And we're going to paint this white. Love sweet tea year round. Same. Sweet tea. It's my thing. So this is going to go over the top of this. There was Dixie that spilled the tea, Nancy. I should tell them that. It was Dixie. It was the dog. They would probably blame it on her. They probably would. All right, we're going to stain all of these. Because we're going to be distressing them anyways. And I want the base of these to be brown. They make natural products for dogs who itch. Yeah, she's on a lot of stuff. Like she's on grain-free food. She has to take a pill every day. We've got her on, like she does little, it's like stuff for her, like, skin, digestive health. Like she's on a special food for all of that. And they seem to believe that it's coming from like it's from the inside out thing. And they've changed her food. She's done so much better. And I'm very, very glad, but she cannot stay on this, like this pill, this medicine forever. And so I'm really eager to find out like what their next round for treatment is. I'm asking about that, Laura, whenever she goes on Friday. I'm going to have them look into that and see if that's an option for her. I would think that probably, considering she has had this chronic issue now for quite some time, they thought that maybe just a steroid and changing her food would help. But it's helping. It's just, it's not maintaining it. So when she goes off the steroid, it comes back. Like it just gets worse. So yeah, that's what we're, you know, doing now is she's just getting older. You know, it's just like we age and our bodies get older, so do the dogs. We always do the grain-free version of lamb. Couldn't do beef or chicken for our dogs and meds. So I will have to look and see which food she's like actually on. Good night, Victoria. We will see you later. Yeah, so we're not really sure what the plan is, but I know that it's always going to involve some sort of diet issue for her, unfortunately. All right, so we're gonna dry this and make sure it's completely dry. And then we're gonna paint it white. I'm gonna have to get me an adjustable temperature heat gun because this one is either medium or high. And it gets really hot. And I don't like how hot it is. But it does dry pretty quick. Regina, you didn't get notified? You guys, swipe your comments or drop them down and you'll see a little bell somewhere. Tap that bell just to make sure your notifications are on. Back before Christmas, Facebook did some changes and updates, and a lot of people's notifications were turned completely off. It's really unfortunate. Take her to a dermatologist. Veterinarians are smart, but not specialists. There's a dog dermatologist for dogs. It won't let you swipe. Try either way. Facebook is driving you insane. Oh, I believe it. I don't remember. I don't have my other phone here, you guys, to check and show you what to do. Should be able to swipe right or left. Your bell was off. Yeah, you guys check the bell. Check the bell. We're seeing a lot of things coming over from like YouTube to Facebook, things like the bell and stuff like that. It is what it is. You know, all these platforms are basically like just a different version of each other, you know. Oh, I just moved that. Okay, so we've got white. There's a dermatologist for dogs. Took ours and she had all kinds of allergy tests. Debbie, we need to do that. Bell is in the right corner. Arrow at the bottom, Becky says. Your bell was off, y'all. That's probably why a lot of people have been talking about like their viewership and their like reach has been really low because Facebook really did a number to a lot of people. And most all of us most all of us, the followers, with the new update. The notifications had some sort of a glitch system. So I feel like it's a matter of you have to reauthorize quite often what you want Facebook to show you. And so they just reset it for everybody. It is what it is. But, you know, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. So pass it on, tell a friend, sprinkle the video, and we're going to go on to the next step. And we're going to use... Y'all got heartburn. We had hamburgers tonight, and then I got bit by something. Which is not surprising. Y'all, was 75 degrees today, I believe, and it stormed. It was really stormy. So I'm using the sponge this way, not like the bigger way. I'm going to use it this way so I can use it like a paintbrush. And so I'm going to go side to side with this, and I think I'm going to leave this down here. I'm going to leave this down here. I'm not frozen, I'm thinking. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it. I'm going to do the whole thing. I mean, isn't it cool how it paints like a paintbrush when you use it this way? And I like how it kind of does it distressed. And you can kind of go as heavy or as light as you want to with it. Hit the down arrow to the left, comments will disappear. Yeah, they've updated that for a lot of people's profiles. Some of you guys don't have that yet. Some of you already have it. Where you have to do, where you can still swipe the comments, but now everybody has a little like comment thing with the line through it on their phones. So I'm trying to imagine that this is like distressed, but not too distressed, but kind of like an old house. Is this craft something you made? It is actually a craft kit from my shop. We started selling and making craft kits last year, actually a little over a year ago. And this is what we do. I know some people will do their videos, like they just record them. I like to do them live. I feel like you get to see things happening like in real time. And then we get to have little fun conversations. You can always skip through and pause. Plus, you know, it allows you time to like paint while I'm painting. And then you get to have little conversations in the process. So I'm trying to imagine doing a little heavier, just like paint on this, because when I lay this over, you can see how it's going to be distressed through there. It's going to be really cute. Looks like an old Southern plantation house, Dana, don't it? It's super cute. Super duper cute. All right, so we've got our roof here. Let's do... I'm not going to paint the roof yet. I'm going to dry this and lay it over and see how I like it. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the center. I'm going to just do the center. So let me get I'm going to do this like center here. I don't have a pencil. I'm going to use a paintbrush. Use a paintbrush for this. I need like a little skinny one. use this one. This one. I rarely get notifications of any lives of who I follow. My notifications are on. I'm aggravated. Jackie, you need to double check that you have the people that you want to follow the most set to favorites. It's just a thing with Facebook that they prioritize favorites for people. I'll have to sand that because I just got white paint on there. They prioritize favorites. Don't really know why. Because now you get to control your Facebook feed of what you see. And you can choose favorites, pages, groups, friends. I don't know if you guys knew that. You can. All right, we're gonna paint in this little area with our sponge, and we're gonna try to do it the same way we did the bottom down there with our distressed kind of look with our sponge. And just kind of follow the flow. I might end up just doing the whole thing this way because I don't really know if I'm gonna like this the way that it's looking. April's sleeping in there. There we go. I feel like I got a little heavy with the distressing. I told Dylan he said he was going to go to the doctor, but I told Dylan he needed to go to the doctor with that cough he's got. All right. Got that little peak there. Let's see what it looks like now. All right, we need to do, let me show you. So do you see in the little lines within the little areas here? I want to focus on that. I want to do this black and this black. And then maybe do the chimney like a chimney color. I have this like brick kind of color. It's called cinnamon stick. It's really cute. And then we'll paint like our doors. We're gonna do our windows black. We're gonna do our lights black. I want little black accents and I just really want it to be really cute. So I'm gonna fill in these little openings by just lifting it up and seeing where it needs to kind of go on here. Oh, I completely missed. I get it that time, almost. Here we go. All right, let's get the other side. It's hard to see. We got it. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna go through here, just like this. I think that's good. If we miss it, we can always paint it again. Just gonna go around a little bit further up. Oh, it's just the underside. I don't have a pencil here to trace this, which I probably should have brought a pencil. I just didn't. I'm just trying to not put the white where the black's gonna go. I'll show you now so you can kind of see the difference. So see how the white here, but not here. Hey you guys, I see you guys jumping on. How's your week been going? My week's been going a little crazy. A little cray. We've just been really busy. All right, let's see what happened there. Did I miss part of it? I did. It's okay, we can get that. So let's lift it up and then right there. There we go. We don't want it to be perfect. We want it to still look kind of distressed. See how the white's kind of coming through right there? Like right here. Watching from Hopewell. Tanya, thank you. You love it? Me too. Me too. So I have a little bit of green for like here. Maybe, we'll see. We're gonna do black and gray. I've got a gray color. Where's that gray? Oh, just in case we need it. I got a gray color. I'm gonna do the roof this color. It's like a terracotta, cinnamony. Y'all, it's probably not really cinnamony, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna paint that. I really feel like I need to mix this better. Let me mix it. Crazy week here too. Nice to see you. What's up? Hey, Nikki. What's up? You saw Angela's video this morning? I was watching it earlier. And I was like, girl, you better watch it. People gonna come for you. But I completely understand. One day soon, I'll be able to open my mouth again. But until that day, it is what it is. I just dripped that paint right there. Do you see that? Of course. Of course I just did that. Yeah, she was doing a little wave to her hair. Looks super cute. Finish your radiation treatment. 20 days yesterday. That is awesome. That is awesome, Shelly. Well, congratulations. How awesome is that? Stinking awesome. All right, we're going to do the roof black. Do your roof whatever color you want. I'm doing mine a black color if I can find the black paint. Well, do we have black paint here? What the heck? Oh, it's hidden. One day I'll be free. Well, let me just tell you about this. It's pretty awful when you have to hire a civil rights attorney. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And you can look what that means up. And when I tell you nobody remotely even understands what's going on behind the scenes, let me assure you of something. Never in my entire life did I ever think that I'd be going through anything remotely like this. But here we are, friends. Let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want to use a paintbrush or just a sponge to like do the black. Actually, probably should use a paintbrush because we're gonna have to do our little lights. And then I brought yellow to do a little like light bulb reflection from our lights, from our little lights. We'll see. I don't really know what's gonna happen. We'll decide what we want to do. I feel like I should just use the sponge for the roof and then use a little paintbrush for the lights, like the little finer details. Jennifer, I'm pretty sure that that's probably coming next. Wouldn't be surprised in the least. Just being honest. And I did tell her that. I said, you know, just saying. I did voice my concerns about that. But she believes that while she has her right to speak, and others don't, she's going to do it. And I commend her for that. That takes boldness, for sure. All right, I'm just doing the roof within the little panels on the back. I'm doing everything on the foundation of the back so you guys can see. We will paint the details on this once we kind of get it overlaid onto the back side. So I'm just using the brush or the sponge the same way with the pointy part that I'm painting with. And it's kind of flexes so it can leave more of a paintbrush finish versus like a pouncing, you know how most people use the, like to pounce the paint on. I'm just kind of like brushing it on to my project here. And this is, like I said, going on this wreath. I think it's going to be absolutely adorable. And you can actually get this kit in my shop. And it will be crafted, well, it'll be cut and mailed. And then you can craft it however you want it to look for your home. So, in that little panel there, I've already painted it black. We're gonna do the other side. And then I did the little chimney, that color of like a brick color. It's called Cinnamon Stick, by the way. These are makeup sponges, absolutely. So I used to use makeup sponges to do like faux finishes. I never really used them to paint, like actually paint, until I started crafting and somebody was like, you should use makeup sponges. They're so much more cheaper. And I was like, I really don't want to use a makeup sponge because I feel like I love using a paintbrush. But I also kind of like the challenge of using something different to be crafty with. And so I kind of like the makeup sponge because it, you know, you get to see what happens when you do certain things. You get different looks. Sometimes, you know, you don't have any paintbrushes to work with, so you have to improvise. So the only paintbrush I have that's a chip brush right now is this one. And I'm using it to kind of dust things off. So here we are using sponges to get crafty. And I like it. You know, it kind of grows on you. All right, so my roof is not perfect. I did a little distressed kind of looking. And we're gonna overlay this on top. And we're gonna see what it looks like. We put this over it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my page. Y'all be sure to sprinkle. That means to share, pass this on. I took off like 2 weeks. And so Facebook is like, where have you been? They punish you basically when you don't go live all the time. So now we have to be more consistent and we have to show up. And until then, Facebook is not going to show it to as many people. So somebody said earlier today, when are you going to go live? I was like, girl, I was live last night. We were crafting last night. And Facebook is just, you know, they prioritize the people they want to prioritize. And so I'm not that person right now. And that's okay. All right, let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So our roof is black. We're going to do our windows black. And I'm loving it. We're going to do our little lights black, but our panel of our roof is black. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So now we're going to focus on some black details. So I'm going to use my sponge and I'm going to mark on this where I want this to not be black. I don't have any tape, or I would tape it. I didn't think to bring my like painter's tape. So we're just gonna use a paintbrush to kind of get us a stopping point so that we know where we're not gonna go past on here. And we're gonna do it just like that. On our window and on this window, we're gonna do our lights. Gonna be black as well. And these will really pop on that white. Shoot, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint the whole thing black. I probably could have used the sponge for this, but it's too close to the edge. All right, let's go over here. We'll pounce the rest of this with our sponge. So the header above our window will be brown. Just spin this around. I need to get some more black. Here we go. Let's do this light. I haven't decided what color I want to do my door. My front doors are brown, but I think this would be really cute with a red door, especially for like Valentine's, because you know you could totally paint the door a different color if you wanted to. But I haven't really decided what I want to do. We'll get to that step here momentarily. Okay, so I've kind of marked off where the lines are going to be for the black. And then I did my, you can't even see them because I painted them. The little lights are black. And then we will focus on our front door here in just a second. But for right now, we're going to do the sponge. I need to put some more black paint on here. We're gonna do the sponge to paint this. And I just have a paper plate here. The house is adorable, thank you. It's not my design. It is actually someone else's design, but it's so cute. And I'm so glad that we get to cut it with our machine and you guys can get the blanks so that you can craft them. All right, so I'm gonna just go over our windows. So my windows are black on my house. So the windows on this house are also going to be black, because I want this to kind of be like a mini version of my house, even though my house doesn't look anything like this, but it's still cute. Thank you, Mary. I try to be an inspiration. I've always said that since day one. I really want to just encourage other people. I'm not like the best crafter or the best painter or the best artist. I just think I'm a really creative person. And I think we're all like exceptional creatives in our own way. And I want to just share that with other people so that they can, you know, be creative themselves. And I just try to be different too. I try to do different things. Like at Christmas time, one of my friends, Lee from the Turquoise Valentine, she had these cute little reindeer ornaments, and I did not know that she had these reindeer ornaments until somebody had said something about these reindeer, and they asked if I was going to have them in my shop, that they had some things in their cart. I said, yeah, I've been working on them. And they were like, oh, I saw that Lee has them. And I was like, oh, well, you should order them from Lee. And she was like, well, I've already got stuff in my cart. She's like, I've already ordered some stuff from her. So nevertheless, long story short, I went over to Lee's site and I was like, oh my gosh, they're the exact same. I got to change it up. So I changed up my little reindeer and I put little earrings on one of the little girls and I gave her little dangle earrings just so that they could be different. I love Lee from the Turquoise Valentine. I absolutely love her. I think she's so fun. She is so talented. She's so creative. And we don't want to step on each other's toes. So I went and redesigned these little reindeer. I had bought the same file that she bought. We did not know that. Obviously, we were going to have overlap at times, but I wanted to be different. So it didn't seem like I was stepping on her toes. So I did 3 little reindeer. We did something a little bit different on ours. And then I gave mine, did y'all see them? The cute little earrings. You love the tea that I'm drinking. I love sweet tea. I'm a little bit, I'm a little spoiled to it. So love it. So anywho, we've got to try to be different and unique and set ourselves apart from other people. And while I don't really always have like everything is like, oh gosh, it's so amazing, I just try to just be myself and be different. So here's what it's looking like so far. I feel like what I might do is paint the top portion of this black, just to kind of tie in like the header. And then I've got a little spot right here that I need to fix that you can still see like the wood shining through. And so I'm going to just come over with my brush to the edge of that and add that black in there. And then I got to do the same thing over here. I didn't score this so that it's not like paint in the lines, because I didn't think everybody would probably want to do that. And so we're just kind of doing our own little thing here. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do these little things above the windows black. Just right there across. I feel like that's going to make more sense. So it's creating like two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Yeah. I just really like this. And I wanted to do this on my wreath as soon as I saw this. I'm like, we're doing this on the wreath. And it's going to be adorable. I just wish I had, like even zip ties. I don't even have any zip ties here. And I don't have any pipe cleaners either, which you would think that I would, but I just don't. Because that's how I'm going to attach it. But I probably could use twine. I could probably improvise. I could glue. I can go get my glue gun and glue the twine onto here and tie it onto my wreath. That would work too. Okay, I'm liking that a lot better. I like that a lot better. Super cute. All right, let's go ahead and do, our front door black. Even though my front door is not black, I think that this would be super cute to just go ahead and do it black. So I'm just gonna go straight up and then, so let me show you. Kind of have to follow, like see where it comes down, like right here. You kind of have to just make a line like I did right there. And you're just gonna paint the door within like that. I'm just gonna do I'm keeping it to where it kind of matches my colors for this. But I'm really excited to see what you guys do to yours, because I bet you they're gonna be super cute. Super duper cute. All right. Do that there. And one last spot here. And we're going to use our sponge to paint it. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Happy Wednesday. I know we started a little bit late. Y'all, it's like 11:15 in Georgia. I got caught up watching TV. I was watching, I believe it's a series on NBC. I could be wrong. Called New Amsterdam. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's kind of like a mashup, I was telling everybody earlier, of ER and Grey's Anatomy. It's kind of what the feeling that I kind of get from it. My sister's in there watching Grey's Anatomy right now. Well, it's playing. It doesn't mean she's watching it. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Lynn, I was going to tell you, a lot of your comments filter to be hidden. Like they don't get seen. I have to go into the comments moderation and unmoderate them, like make them visible, because the system says you don't have any friends. And so that's one of the ways we try to keep comments moderated from people who are like trolls and not real people, is by blocking, like hiding people's comments in accounts who don't have any friends. So I have to always unblock your comments. Love Amsterdam, right? Super cute. Don't have cable. They moved it to Peacock. It's on Netflix. That's how I'm watching it. It just came to Netflix. I believe it just came to Netflix. Just came to Netflix. I'm going to try to hold this. There we go. How cute. How cute is that? I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so we're going to sand. I got a little carried away with my black there on my brown. Our plant's gonna cover it anyways, it's fine. Okay, so you can do your little trees any way you want. It's completely up to you. You can put your little window. Let me show you guys now that it's kind of painted and you can see. You could put this little window up here if you want to. You could do that. And you could put this wreath over that. And then you could do this little heart right there at the top of your wreath if you want to. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to use the window. I'm just going to put my wreath, and then I'm going to do this cute little heart here. Right kind of in the middle. As soon as I angle it down, it's going to want to slide. So I'm just trying to angle it enough to where you can see. We'll glue it on and stuff. But I'm going to just do the wreath like this, but you have this additional thing if you want to put like the other window there. It's completely up to you. And you can also do it this way, like that. It could go up and down, or it can go sideways. Optional, 100% optional. Let's see, let me take that off of there. And then you've got these two trees that are in pots that look like this. Okay. And you could put those beside your front door, just like I showed you guys in the photo example. Let me try to hold this up without it being glued. We're going to paint them. So you got your little trees, potted trees by your porch. Adorb. Let me put that wreath back on there so you guys can see that. And that heart in the middle. Sorry, they're not glued. They're just kind of there. And then we're going to put our words. Trying to hold it this way so you guys can see. Love lives here. Goes at the bottom. Just like so. Okay. So this is how it's supposed to go. We're not done. I just wanted to get you guys to see like the way that I'm doing mine. Why so quiet? Well, number one, my husband's sleeping. April's sleeping. I'm focusing. I'm painting. I'm focusing. And I'm also thinking about like what I want to do to this, because it's just kind of taking shape as we do it. And I get real quiet sometimes. a barn made like this too. I have a barn idea in mind. I just haven't made it yet. It's like a barn and it has a silo. It's really cute. And I want to add a little windmill in the background. And I'm trying to figure out how to make the windmill spin if I wanted it to. Like, I'm trying, y'all. I'm coming up with really cute ideas. I just got to get there. All right, so let's go ahead and leave this the way that it is for this moment. Let's do our wreath and our heart. Let's go ahead and do our heart red. And this is Tuscan red. Well, maybe. There we go. Oh, probably not. I mean, it's already cooked. You can put it back in the fridge. I don't think it'll hurt anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be left out, but that's okay. I'm gonna use the sponge and paint our heart red, just so you get that cute little pop of color. And I think this will be really cute for year round as well. It's red. Oh, I keep flipping it over. All right. So we did that red. Let's do our wreath green. I have a couple of greens. I have actually 3 greens here that I brought. They are desert cactus, one of my favorite colors. This one is Hauser dark green, that one there. And then this one is Hauser light green. So felt like when we add these kind of together, it's going to create a really fun color. It's a thumbs up button. Oh, I don't know what that means. Don't know how to change from a face. Oh, to the basic heart. If you slide the reactions all the way over, at the very end, it lets you push a button to switch them to just standard. It's just something fun that Facebook's doing right now. But yeah, you don't have to do the little like person. You could go back to the classic emojis. Classic emojis. Oh, I don't really know if I'm gonna like this. Have you made a church? Tammy, I've not done the church yet. I am going to be doing the church. I just have not had a chance to do it. Maybe I'll like this. I don't really know. We shall see. All right, let's use this brush. Let's get our foundation of this darker green on here. And we're just gonna pounce this on. Just kind of like so. Just adding that green on there. Just kind of like this. It's actually really pretty green. All right, let's do our trees the same so they kind of match. Let's do, now these are kind of pointy in the shape of like maybe Christmas trees, but I feel like they're just porch trees. Porch trees. Don't really necessarily have to have a shape that's specific for seasons. You could just do whatever type of porch tree you like. A pointy little porch tree. All right, we're gonna do the desert cactus, and I'm not cleaning my brush at all. I'm just gonna do the desert cactus, and we're just gonna do little bits of this. And then we're gonna come back in with the other color, and hopefully they'll look blended when we get to that point. Y'all should hear them boys upstairs. They're cracking me up. Come back to that. I heard you when they're sleeping.
Yeah. I'm trying to sleep with this headache.
Still?
Yes.
That is such a bummer.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
It'll be alright. Now it's fine right now.
All right, let's get this in here. It's lighter green. And I'm hoping that these are gonna all kind of blend together when I add that darker green back over it. So it kind of looks like that. We are still figuring out the face hearts. Oh yeah, yeah, them new emojis are real fun. All right, let's come back with that lighter and to that. So you can kind of see what's happening with the layers of colors. All right, so we're gonna come back over to the darker green, pull that, and we're gonna put that back on our brush. And then we're just gonna basically pounce that dark back over to blend in to those other colors that are layered on there to create like a fun little green. Get this green. This is that darker green. See, we're just blending out the colors. It's layers. So I did the darker, then I did the lighter, and then I just staggered them. And then I'm doing the darker back over. And you'll get this kind of, it just looks like there's leaves a little bit. Instead of trying to paint each little like jagged cut to look like a leaf, that's how we're doing it. And we're gonna do the same thing on the trees. And I've not cleaned out my brush either. Now I'm just gonna go line, 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 side to side, just like that. Over those colors. All the way to the top. And then our tree will look like that. So let me show you the two side by side so you guys can see what they look like. So we did the darker, then the two lighter colors, and then we did the darker back over that and we blended them out. Just by like pouncing side to side. And I'm just using this brush here. It's kind of messy, but it's okay. So side to side, not wiping my colors off. And then that one looks like that. Looks kind of like realistic leaves, you know, I guess. All right. And then we're gonna do our pots. Let's do our pots. I feel like we should do our pots the terracotta color, which is like that cinnamon stick color. I think that would be really cute. Let's do that. Let me close up all these greens. That's the wrong one. So a little bit of greens go a long way. And that brighter cream is really fun. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's do our pots. This here cinnamon stick. And it looks like a Tuscan terracotta pot. Super duper cute. There's that one. This is gonna be so cute on that wreath. can't even. I'm so excited to like do the next seasons. I've got like little bits of like Valentine's-y stuff, but not too much, because I don't really do like a whole lot of Valentine stuff. But I want to do something a little bit fun. Love the trees. Red pots. Kathy, I should have thought of that, but I really wanted to kind of keep this to where it's like kind of Valentine's-y, but then it can kind of go over onto like year round. So I didn't want to do too much red. I don't really have a lot of red accents out on my porch at the moment. We are very basic and simple at this moment in time. All right, let's try. Let's try this. And I think I want to do my letters black. Keep it moving, it gets hot. Ooh. Okay. So we've got that. We've got our little heart. Oh, that's so cute. That is adorable. Okay. Now our words say love lives here. Again, I'm thinking neutral. I do have that red heart that's got that little bit of color. And I'm thinking I want to do black for the words. Even I did stain them brown, but I will say that I can do the black over them and not do it as covered, and it would just seem kind of distressed. So we'll probably try that. So let's go ahead and do our word. Our words, love lives here, in black, and I'm just gonna lightly go over them and not quite do it so perfect. So it's just a little bit of like kind of the way the roof looks a little distressed. We can paint our little heart and the eye red. That'll give us a little bit of color there. This isn't really necessarily meant to be Valentine's. It just happened to release when the Valentine stuff released. But it's really, can be for year round. Depending on how you paint it. You could do this to be super Valentine's-y and do it like all pinks and reds and whites. That'd be cute too. Or you could do it not that way. Do it more neutral, like I'm doing mine. All right, let's do that little heart there. Just like so. Just like that. I mean, it's cute. That's cute. All right. I'm thinking, what do I want to do? I don't know if I want to do anything to my door. I really want to keep it neutral, but like not super neutral. I kind of like this. I also think I might want to paint that inner right there black. I could do it last if I want to. I think it should be black. I'm going to go ahead and do it before we do anything else. I'm getting paint on here. Let me go ahead. Isn't it cute?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Isn't it cute?
That's adorable.
Oh, wait till you see them. Just
Like, look at the little trees and the wreath. Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
right, and I did the little eye with the heart.
Adorable.
It's so cute. Super cute.
Oh.
Well, thanks for stopping in.
You're welcome.
Just say hello.
You're so welcome.
They say hello. She says hello as she goes to her room. Good choices in colors. Well, thank you. I think so too. And like I said, I can't wait to see what you guys do with yours. I know a bunch of you guys have already got this kit, and I can't wait to see what yours looks like. What's up, Nancy? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Super cute. I told her you guys said hello. Thanks, you guys, for welcoming Nancy. So glad to have you, girl. So Nancy, we do craft kits in my shop, and they're adorable, and we craft them live, and we have lots of fun doing it. And then I decorate my house with them and other things. And other things. All right, I like it. I like that choice. I'm really liking that choice. So I got white paint on the inside. Fortunately. There we go. Darn it. My sponge kind of dried out on me. That's okay. You can make it work. Sorry, I gotta clean up my little spot here. When I was tracing out that white on the inside, I got some white on the frame. And it will be very noticeable. Like that. There we go. Sand it. Somehow I got black on there too. Okay. It's pretty good. All right, let's see. What do we got here? All right, we're going to start attaching. So I'm going to wrap this up, and we're going to get us a new piece of paper. The house is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So I did a post today. I made a link tree. I had a link tree many years ago, and I just didn't use it anymore. So I created a new one. I felt like it was going to be a little bit more helpful. I pinned it to the top of my page, and there is a post on the link tree that says frequently asked questions about my house. And it's answering questions like, what is our floor? What paint colors did we use? What color was our brick? Where did we get our stove? Where did you get the pot filler? Where did you get your sink? Where did you get your sink faucets? What color doors? Where did you get your light fixtures? All the questions that people ask me are handle pulls on our cabinet drawers, our hardware. What color did you paint your interior doors? Like, so many questions about when we were going through the process of building this house that I wanted to be able to put it all into a place where it was like the questions that, all the questions. And so I tried to answer all of them. So that is linked on that link tree in the right by my blog. So if you guys are ever wondering where's a replay of something, you can't find it on my Facebook page. My blog is searchable, And so you can go to like the search. There's a little search on there that you can type in like pretty much anything you can think of, like farmhouse, lemons, Jenga block idea. Like there's a number of resources of crafts. We've been putting our craft kits on the blog as well as in the Facebook group that we put these in. So every time I do one of these kits, we organize them in a Facebook group. So if you order this, we put in your order a card that basically is the brief explanation of like what to do to your kit to get started. And then the second thing is to go into the Facebook group. The third thing is the photos are in the shop of these kits. We don't include a photo of like step by step, but we include a photo that kind of shows it finished, and then it shows like all the pieces. Did you paint the light bulbs? I did not, and I'm gonna wait until I glue this together to see how I like this. And so a lot of the additional things will come as we assemble and we decide that we like it. So I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on to our back after I try to get this off of here. I don't know why there's red on here, but for whatever reason, there was red on our super glue. All right, so I'm just gonna spot glue this where I really feel like it needs it the most. Not gonna go all the way around, just little dots and dabs. It is gonna go outside on my laundry door. That's the goal for this one. So I am gonna do a little extra, but I'm not gonna go all the way around it. I'm just gonna do where I feel like it needs it the most. Just to be safe. Now, I don't know how well super glue, in my opinion, holds up to the elements. I don't really have any idea how this is gonna do on my laundry door. We're gonna find out. I'm just gonna find out. If I see that it's not doing too good, I'll just bring it in and I'll put it somewhere else. But I really want to put this out on my laundry room door because I feel like it's gonna make the most sense there. And so that's what goal is. I don't have a door hanger out there for it, but I have a hook on my front door, or on the door, like a command hook where we can hang stuff. So that's my goal for that, is to just put it on the command hook. All right, so this does have a little bit of a difference in how it goes on, as far as like there's a little bit of a difference in height, I guess, when you stand it up. It may not be perfect. It may be a little over, but that's okay. Trying not to get super glue on my kitchen counters, and I'm pretty sure I just did. That's okay. Super glue life. I don't really know how, but we did. I'm gonna get me a crafter mat. Spray it with clear coat. I don't even have any clear coat. I need to get some. All right, let's try this. And I see a spot right there where it needs a little black. That's good. All right, I'm really liking how the lights look. I really don't know that I want to do anything extra to that. We'll come back to it. We might put that yellow on there. Okay, so we've got our little potted plants. So let's glue those onto there. And so I'm just gonna go down like that and attach our potted tree. just like so. At the front door, and we're gonna do the next one right over here. Just like that. And you have a little bit of work time with the super glue. I will say you can use a Dollar Tree glue, but I've found that the Gorilla Glue gel for me is like the best. But then again, everyone has their preferences as well. I'm gonna glue the wreath on to the top, right there. And I'm just kind of centralizing it into that little triangle area. And then I'm gonna put the heart inside the wreath. Just like this. Drop it in. And do it like that. So this is what it's looking like so far. And then we're gonna do the love lives here. And then I'm putting the sucker on that wreath. It's gonna be adorable. Let me go ahead and get that glue gun heated up while we glue this stuff on. So we can attach it. I'm determined. Okay, I'm gonna let that drip over my plate. So this is the wreath that I'm going to attach it to. And it's gonna go on the laundry door. All right. Love lives here. Absolutely. I don't recommend that you hang this anywhere where it's going to be in direct contact with like water and stuff like that. So for sure, put it like on a covered porch. My gracious, that's cute. Well, thank you. I did it to where mine matches my house, but you could totally do this more Valentine's-y. You could do it a little cottage, where you do like light blues. You could do little like scallop shaker roof. You could do a number of things. You can use scrapbook paper with this. You can make it have brick. It's just whatever you want it to be. I'm just doing mine more to match the colors of my home that we have here. So that's what we're doing. And I think that is so cute. Just the way it is. And I did not use this. Hi, Beverly. I'm just at home. I'm trying to do some stuff from home where I'm not commuting back and forth. And so that's okay. It's just a little bit of a change of scenery for a little bit. But I like it. So I'm gonna see what I think about adding a little bit of this yellow to that light there. See if it's gonna pop at all, because it's an opening. It's not really a light circle. It's an opening. And I'm gonna use this black paintbrush. I'm gonna use the handle of it to just dab on. That you can really see it. It's just barely a little bit of a light. You really can't tell, but it's there. You can't really tell, see? It's hard to see, but there's a little bit of yellow there. All right, let's dry it while our glue gun heats up. And then we're gonna add twine to tie it onto our wreath. Because I don't have any pipe cleaners or zip ties. let's put this stuff aside. I'm gonna save this just for a fun craft part for maybe something else. I don't really know. I'm sure we can do something with it. And we're gonna do this. Very cute, some gorgeous craft. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do want to move my plate over here so that it can drip onto it. Actually, no, I don't. I'm just gonna leave my plate right there. I feel like I'm not gonna have very good luck with this. All right, we're gonna let that heat up a little bit more. Okay, so I've got this twine and I've got scissors. Now, this has holes. Let me just tell you about it. This has holes so that if you want to put a bead hanger on here, if you just want to put a wire hanger, you can do that. If you want to just use twine, whatever you want to do is completely up to you. You want to hang it with a big piece of ribbon. You do you, it's completely up to you. I'm gonna just glue twine to the back and I'm going to just tie it to the front of this. And this is going to go, like I said, on my laundry room door. And I'm just gonna use twine to like wrap it around, tie it off, and then it's probably gonna not be super secure, but it'll work for what I want it to do temporarily. So you have the holes there if you want them. If you don't, it's fine. You can even cover them up if you want to. I'm gonna overdo these pieces of twine because I wanna have enough to go around and tie it. So I'm just gonna do a little bit extra to work with. I mean, it's Dollar Tree. It's Dollar Tree twine. And there we go. All right, so my goal is to kind of see where this needs to go. And I feel like I'm gonna glue two pieces here, and I'm gonna glue 2 pieces here. And I'm gonna flip it over and glue them right here. So I'm gonna take my twine and I'm just gonna hot glue it. Just like so, right there, and it's gonna create something for me to tie onto my wreath. So I'm just improvising with what I have because I don't really have a whole lot of stuff to work with. So this is what we're doing. So I'm gonna put this on here and I'm gonna take my scissors or something. I'm gonna take a brush and we're going to work this super glue. Now again, we need to remember that this is gonna be outside. I need to change this out. Okay, because come summer here, this hot glue is going to heat up in the Georgia heat, okay? It's just going to happen. So I'm going to have to change this out with something that's like an adhesive that's more permanent than just hot glue. But for the time being, it should work. It should work. All right, let's get the next one. And I'm just finding the center, and then we're going to glue it onto the next corner, just like so. This glue is hot, and it burns really easy with that glue gun. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's glue it down. Glue. It's dripping on my plate. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. All right, next one. Doing it just like that. We're gonna put this one here. And do the same thing. Do the same glue gun. I have a little mini crafter one. It's like, it fits in the little, like thing that it's got a little like charging dock. That's at the other house. I really want to bring that one over here and use it because I feel like it doesn't get as hot. I was looking for an extra glue gun yesterday and I could not find one. I need to go get another one. That way I have a different glue gun for here. I really like my Surebonder one because it's cordless and it doesn't get near as hot as this doodad right here. And it's usually not as drippy. And it's smoking, yes. And it's smoking. Yeah, so. Now this would make a really fun like girls' night craft. I don't know if you guys have girlfriends that you craft with, or daughter, sister, cousin, neighbor. It'd be really cute for you guys to plan like your own little like craft night together. And you can always watch the replay. It's cheaper than going to a class, I can tell you that. Most of these craft classes are like $75. So something to consider for you guys. They get a little costly. At least that's what they are around here. I think it also depends on where you live. All right, that one's attached. That one, this one's gonna be. And then I think I paid $12 for this wreath. At either TJ Maxx or Home Goods. How do you order? You go to the link in the description. If you tap the screen or you swipe right or left. I don't remember which way you swipe, but the link will be there. And then I think there's maybe a link at the bottom, so look at the chain link, and it'll open this up to the shop. All right, we gotta let this dry. We gotta definitely let it dry because we don't want this to stick to our wreath, but it's gonna be really cute. Super cute. I didn't want to put two of these on my front door because I didn't think I'd be able to make them match perfectly. So I'm like, oh, we got one shot. We're gonna put it on the laundry door. This one's still wet. But see, we've got our four corners to tie it onto our wreath. Hello, you guys. It's actually Shop the Maker's Map. If you actually go to, I have a lot of links. If you go to, I'm going to set up a domain that's really easy. Damon has damonslinks.com. So clever. I need that. So clever. Very cute. Shop the Maker's Map. Yes, thank you. Yeah, if you go there, this is called, if you type in Love Lives Here, it'll show up. And I'll flip this around and show you guys what it looks like. So we're gonna, this is a grapevine on the back, and we're going to tie it to it. And it's gonna take me a little maneuvering. So if you just give me 1 second or two or three, I'm gonna tie this to the wreath, okay? So I'm gonna do my very, very, very best to make this not be visible from the front side. And it's gonna take me being real kind of clever with my placement of this. So we're going to take this and tie this underneath without pulling too hard. Just like this. And I'm just gonna tie it like so. And then this side, okay, it's gonna go here, just like that. And it's gonna get tied through as well on the inside. So I'm gonna stick this through. A little patience, and we're gonna make this work. No zip ties, no problem. So now that we have this kind of where we want it to go, that's super cute. I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna tie this on through the greenery to the grapevine. I'm winging it here. So I don't have the proper stuff, but I'm improvising the best I can. So we're gonna tie it in a knot. We're gonna flip it over and we're gonna maneuver, and then we're gonna come back and do the other side. I'm just gonna tie a few knots. It's just twine. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. All right, so we got that. So this one's knotted over here, but it's not tight all the way. So that way we can maneuver this, okay? So my idea was, when I saw this design, I was like, I'm putting that on a wreath. I've never done that to any of my kits. And so I really was like, I'm not a wreath maker. I'm just being honest. I don't really make wreaths, so I don't feel like it made sense to do it that way. But I was like, yes, please, we have to do it. We have to attach it to a wreath. So we're doing it. And now we just got to get our placement right. And so I'm really happy with it right there. So now we're going to take this twine, shimmy it around, and get it as close to the grapevine as we can, and tie it off into a knot. Okay. Oops. I got super glue on my hands, so my hands are a little rough. Okay. So now we've got the bottom. It should be a little bit easier to do the top, I hope. All right, cut. Okay, let's pull it up. All right, so it's looking like this, really cute. And let's just make sure this is good to go. So I want it tight at the bottom, and then we're gonna take these two at the top and run them through the back. And like I said, I've got this cute ribbon here that I'm thinking I want to add a bow to the top of this, okay? Fantastic craft. I know, girl, it's like 12:04, and I'm like, girl, you should have started earlier. I was watching TV. I was watching my show, and I was like, oh gosh, it's like after 9 o'clock. Dang, I need to get my craft going. And I want this to be able to be on my, there's nothing on my laundry room door right now, so it kind of looks a little boring. So that was kind of my idea for this, is to do this on the laundry door. And so let's make sure, just make sure it's good. Let's flip it over. And now we're going to do the same thing we did before and tie it as close as we can. And notice I'm not hot gluing this, okay? That way we can take it off and still use our grapevine or our wreath for something else. I'm just tying it on there, securing it that way. All right, let's knot it. Okay. Probably should have checked that, and I didn't. Let's double check. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, let's do this side. I can't see what I'm doing. So if you have a wreath, I was gonna tie a bow. If you have a wreath like this, it's just plain. Consider adding this to it. It's a great little add-on to a wreath. Just gives you another idea of what you can do with it. But like I said, you could frame this. You can just hang it with a piece of twine. It's completely up to you. But I absolutely adore how this turned out on here. I love everything about this too. It takes a little patience to see where it's going, but it's super duper cute. All right, now let's do our bow. And we're going to do just, I think we should just do, let's see. How do I want to do it? I'm trying to decide if I just want to do the like 3 little loops and kind of do it like that and cross our tails over. I think we should just do it. Let's just do this. All right. I almost feel like I kind of like the knot, like just a knot, like I don't really know what I want to do. You're gonna do the bunny kits. Do you see the bunny butt one? That one's adorable. That bunny butt would be really cute on this, but it's got the little bucket where you could put the greenery in the side. So it's like got the greenery popping out the side. It's really cute just to be by itself, but it would be really cute to like add to something too, like to just hang on your door. I don't do bows very well, so I'm trying to figure out what kind of bow I want to have. I feel like we should just do this, and then let's just wrap our bow like so. I feel like that's too small. It really is. Let's do a little bit bigger. Let's do a little bit bigger. And just kind of do it in half. Is that too big? I feel like it's still a little too big, but I'm gonna go with it. Let's see. I have a tail somewhere. Yeah, that loop is a little bit too big over there. Let's just shrink it down just a smidge. It's like an awareness bow. I just need to check my loops. Okay, let's tie this off. And I feel like that's semi-even. Just layering in the back of this. And we'll trim it up and fix it. Again, I'm not a bow maker. Do you? You're not good making bows? Me neither. I wing it. A lot of times I'm not good at bows, so I just do it the way my mind would be like, oh, I'd make it this way. And then sometimes if there's an easier way to do it, I don't overthink it. I just make a bow. And I meant to make this longer to tie it on, and I didn't make it longer, so that would be my bad. But maybe we can make it work. We shall see. All right, so let's just see what we have here. And what do we have here? Let's do, this is gonna be a little bit shorter. Now let's do it that way. And then let's do it maybe this way. I cut it a little short, it's fine. Just trim it up. Okay, so we got this one and this one. And then let's do this. And this. All right, let's see if we can tie this on to the top through the back. I don't know if we will. Let's just see. I'm just trying, y'all. Trying my little hardest here to make us a cute little bow on the top of here. And I feel like I'm just gonna have to stuff it in there. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. Maybe I will. Y'all, I think I'm gonna have just enough to tie a knot. Would you look at that? That's the DIYest bow I've ever seen. Just wing it. Just wing it. You know what's in your head. All right, let's see. We're gonna have to trim our bow. Faux show. Do, 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 do. I don't think my little things are the right length, but it's okay. This one's longer than this one. Let me trim this one because this one's too long. It's close enough. It's so cute. Y'all, it's so cute. My tails are too long over here on this other side. It's fine. It's fine. My bow is just too big. We can make it work. It's okay. I think my bow is too big for this, but it's okay. I'm gonna just let it be. So we're gonna go hang it on the door. Let me show you guys what we did. Sorry. Oops. This is our super cute. This is my bow. I'm not really super happy with it, but it's okay. It'll be fine. I should have done a little loop right there. Listen, we can untie it and put a new bow on. It's fine. But this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna go hang it on the laundry door. I don't know that we'll be able to see very well. Yeah, the lights are on. Let's just go see. And it might hang too high. It will. So I'm going to have to hang this lower. I can see why he did that up there, but it needs to hang down here. Let's try and move it. Can we move it? Oh, I don't think I have another. I don't have another. Do I have another? I don't know. It needs to hang right here. Like right there. I need a command strip for this. Nevertheless, let me see what I can do. I want to put it right there. I want to hang it right there. Where are our command strips? Oh, goodness gracious. Where are they? Actually, I think I'm going to put a nail temporarily. My husband's going to kill me, but it'll be okay. Let's do a nail. Just a temporary nail. Go find a hammer. I'm pretty sure I know where the hammer is. Like a ribbon in the floor. I think it's in this drawer. No. Where's a hammer? Where's a hammer? Yeah, I don't even know where a hammer is. I have no clue. Where's the hammer? Oh, we got batteries in there. Wipes. Towels. Let's go scope out the garage. Y'all, this really have a toolbox here. It's just kind of everything's wherever. This keeps saying trying to connect. Oh, goodness. I don't see a hammer in there. Oh, there it is. Found it. I don't see any command hooks either. Oh. My little trophies from when I had my store. Yeah. Best place to bargain hunt. Best home accessories. My awards are in the garage. Oh. Maybe no whole. Y'all, I'm going to do it. It's just a little teeny. It's just to hang it. It'll be fine. Let me prop you up. I don't know. I don't know why it keeps saying connecting. Connecting. So sorry, y'all. Just doing that. Hang on. What in the world? Y'all, I have no idea what's going on. Hold on. Drop down. Sorry, y'all. My internet may not work out here. That is adorable. That is so stinking cute. I can't even take it. I feel like I got it situated too far to this side. But I think I can make it work. If I pull this greenery through. There we go. It's just tied in the twine. We can make it work. Here we go. How cute. Now we just need to situate it. That's adorable. It's precious. It's so cute. I love it. So this is going to be what stays on my laundry door. So do you see our outside lights? And then we've got like this light here. We've got black windows. We have like the wood color. This is our garage. Clearly I have the garage light on. Hopefully my internet stays connected. But I think it's cute on there. It's not super big. This is a smaller door. I probably should have put a bigger wreath on it, but we come through this door a lot. This is like our main way we come, like, we park our cars and we go like inside this door. We don't walk around to the front door. We only pretty much use this door. And I just wanted something smaller so when you open it, because this is a shorter door, it's not as tall as the doors inside are 8 foot. This is just a standard size. So when you open the door, I didn't want it to be super chunky. I want it to be more slim, not real full and fluffy. And then, so when we shut it, I didn't want it to be like shut and then it falls off. So we could have done a much larger wreath here, but I just wanted something small. Super duper cute. Super simple. And I think it's really fun. I think it's fun. We'll do the mega wreaths on the front door. I think that's a great idea right there. I love it. I think it's the perfect size too. Let me shut off this light. I don't know what's going on with my connection. I'm pretty sure it's just because I walked outside. I don't know. But y'all, it's super cute. So on the front doors, on the front, we've got bigger, much bigger wreaths. Let me show you. See how large these wreaths are on the front door? We don't use these doors a lot. I mean, when we have guests, like pizza comes or something's delivered, people come to our front door. I didn't want anything really, sorry, I'm going to come outside and show you. I don't want, oh, the wind blew my snowman over. I don't want something super large. These are kind of boring now that Christmas is over. I still like my trees. Our poor snowman, he got blown over. Poor guy. I got him at Hobby Lobby last year. So yeah, I don't really want a large wreath on the laundry door. We'll just kind of keep the bigger wreaths on the front here. But I want to do swags for like every day for the front. And I just feel like these doors are much larger and that other door is kind of small. So I feel like it just makes sense. Looks very adorable. Well, thank you. So this is what my area looks like where I crafted right here at the kitchen counter. I had an ice cream cone before we had crafting, and I had the Oreo. Y'all, the Bluebell is the greatest. This is what's in my freezer. This is that craft ice I was telling you guys about. It's like balls of ice. It's that fancy ice. It's that fancy ice. But this is, I think this is really cute here. I think it's just simple. It's a shorter door. It's smaller. I feel like it makes sense. You love the kitchen cabinets. Well, thank you. The kitchen cabinets that are in here are the same cabinets that are in the kitchen. We had the same, and then this appliance, or like, I don't know, it's like a broom closet. We had this built to go here. They originally built it incorrectly. And so that's the one that's actually, I'll show you out here. That's the one out there that they built wrong. And y'all, our garage is a disaster. it's just been rainy here and stuff, so we haven't really dealt with it. But they built it wrong, so they had to build it correctly. This is not supposed to have 2 parts. It's supposed to have had to look like it had 2 doors, but we still have not put our cover on either, y'all. We're procrastinators. But I want to be able to charge our vacuums and keep our mops and stuff in here and close it up. And so this was made and all of our cabinets match. And then our handles, I don't know if you guys can see this. They've got this like texture to them. They're really cool. So we've got a silverware drawer over here with our coffee, the coffee bar. We have our coffee drawer here, which this is the best coffee. Y'all have got to try this. You can tell we love the Pacific Bold. We've got milk chocolate. We've got hot cocoa. Usually we have chai tea in here as well. Yeah, so this is like the little coffee area. We've got my mugs over here. And this part, some of the mugs are still at the workhouse. And then we also have more mugs over here. So when I take my coffee to work in the mornings, I take my coffee in a to-go cup. And then when we have coffee at home, we drink our coffee in our Ray Dunn mugs. And I love it. We've got our little coasters back there. We've got our frothers, sugar. Usually this has got extra like spoons. I need to refill this. Our butter is under there. And so this is like the little coffee station. I still got to get a coffee maker that is like, because we have the water line that runs in through the counter. I just haven't found the right coffee maker yet. It's like we still have to keep filling this one. But we did different handles on the doors than we did on the drawers. So we had to get different ones because this was such a large difference and I could not get the same finish to match the handles up here. We had to kind of improvise with this down here. And then all the bottom cabinets are drawers with the exception of beside the stove. They are doors, and we have the little drawers here on each side. This is kind of like our measuring stuff, thermometers. And then we have our pans that slide in beside the stove on each side. So those are like cookie or cupcakes. And then over there is like pizza and stuff. And then we have our drawers. We have some that are shallow with not a lot of stuff in them. And we have like the deeper ones, which we could probably, change this out, but we have our bags and parchment, foil. Everybody's got a junk drawer. Don't you know it? Bowls. We have more bowls and our like drying cooling racks. So we did cabinets up on the upper and we did drawers on the lower. Good night, Vivian. And then over here we have this massive, which this one needs adjusted. I think it's just got too much in here, but this one likes to roll out on its own sometimes. But this is our silverware drawer. We need to kind of even that bad boy out. And then this one's just got junk. This one has all of our lids. This one has pots that we cook with. And then this one has more pans. And this one has more pans as well. Like, yeah, we have so much stuff. And then we have cabinet doors here. Like we have a door here. It's got like soaps and stuff. This drawer is empty. I mean, I don't even know how we have an empty drawer there. This is our towels and our wash rags for the kitchen. And then we have a trash drawer, which has 2 trash bins. This on this side has more cleaning. And then we have a drawer over here. Under the sink is our garbage disposal switch right there. And then like dishwasher stuff. Of course, our kitchen sink. I don't know who ate that, but someone didn't do their dishes. And then here we have just empty drawers over here. Well, this one has got like cookie making stuff over here. And then we have the microwave stuff, paper towels, extra paper towels in here. And then extra paper towels down here. Yeah, we got so much stuff. And then up here, we've got Riley's baby stuff. She's got her own little cabinet. And that's basically it. That's empty. We didn't put anything in the glass cabinets yet. So all of those are just kind of empty. I'm going to put a wreath right there. Probably the other wreath that I had that matches that one, I'll probably put above the stove. So the match to that one. Y'all, that is my favorite project so far. Hands down. I love it. But yeah, this is the kitchen. And then on this side of the kitchen island, underneath here, if you guys can see, under the kitchen island is more storage. And it is humongous. Avery gets in there and plays. Like, it goes back almost to the sink. I don't know if you guys can see. It's huge underneath there. And it goes, it's one big cabinet that goes all the way across. So we could put baskets and storage and all kinds of stuff underneath the kitchen island. And so we don't really put anything in there. Avery gets in there and plays sometimes. Who is Riley? Riley is my granddaughter, which is Avery's sister. She's 9 months old, so she'll be 10 months old later this month. So, yes. So we have 2 granddaughters. So that was our project tonight. I will give you a quick look if you just popped on, and then I will let you guys go. There's a link in the description if you want to order this kit. I will take a photo in the morning so you guys can see how stinking adorable it is. It's so cute. Y'all, it's so stinking adorable. I love it. I'm so glad I did it the way that I did it. And it's got the red heart. We did the little red heart in the libs. You guys can kind of see the yellow. It's so hard to see it. I'll focus it in tomorrow, but it's so cute. So cute. But this would hang really cute by itself. So how adorable is this? Stop it. It's so stinking cute. All right, you guys. Thank you for crafting with me tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the chit chat. Y'all enjoy your evening. Tomorrow is Thursday, of course. So we'll be spending our evening with Avery. Probably here eating pizza or something. I don't really know. But I'll be back on Crafting Friday, and maybe I'll pop in tomorrow during the day. I don't really know for sure. But I'll be back Friday. We will probably do something else on Friday. And maybe we'll do, I don't know. I'll think about what I want to do. I really want to do the Highland cows, the macrame with a little hair in the front, the standing ones. I cannot wait to craft those because they're going to be so stinking cute. And I have a little spot above my little openings, little cubbies, those 2 taller openings over there that have a little space for things. And so I think they'd be really cute. So I'm thinking I might do those, but I need to make a run to probably Hobby Lobby. There's a special craft paper I'm looking for because I really want to do a pattern that's like a boho pattern with a little hair. And then I want to get some white, like I want to use actual macrame cording for it. I probably could just go ahead and use the twine, but I don't really know. We'll see. But I will be giving away one of those kits on Friday. I'm pretty sure that's the one we're going to do. So you need to come and hang out with us on Friday night for Friday night crafting. It's been really fun to be back to work. It's just been a really weird adjustment to not be in my craft space and to be at home. And so I don't have my other phone. It's hard. Like I need other tools here to like help me like connect more with you guys so I can read comments while I'm painting and looking down and stuff like that. But thanks for your patience and hanging out, and hope y'all have a great night. Be blessed, be encouraged, be inspired. Y'all spread the creativity, and I will see you guys next time.